gear change. I think that'll might spark him up a little bit, and I think he might race a little bit more genuine.
It was a massive drop in class for him. I mean, he'd been racing in top.
And they're set to go. Starter Mr. Vaughan mounts the rostrum. The lights are changing. They're all set. Racing now, got them away to a lovely start in the Guineas, and the top weight was one of the first to go, Uncle Speed. Getting out very quickly was Shenandoah from a wider gate, and Bridport is going fast early. They were being followed by Logical Lady, who's balancing up on the inside. In between those runners as they head to the 1400 metres was Ballymountain. Further back was Kablamo. 3 or 4 lengths away then was Wombalano Bell, who's advancing around General Maximus, and Kalo King's at the rear. The Guineas field sweep out towards the 1,000-metre turn, and the leader is Bridport. Bridport is in front by 1.5 lengths. Vanquished has raced up to second, the favourite. On the inside of Uncle Speed, racing third. They were being followed next by Shenandoah. In behind those horses then came Ballymountain, Logical Lady, Kablamo. Further back to Wombalano Bell on the inside of General Maximus, and Kalo King was last of all. 700 to run in the Guineas as they sweep up along the side, and the leader Bridport down along the inside. Uncle Speed is racing second. Vanquished is 2.5 away. Here's Kablamo going up quickly on the outside in the maroon colours. In behind those is Shenandoah. It was being followed by Ballymountain, Wombalano Bell, Logical Lady, General Maximus, and Kalo King is last of all. They're in the straight in the Guineas, and Kablamo raced up out wide, took the lead inside the 300. Vanquished is out after it now. In behind those is Uncle Speed, but Kablamo dashed clear inside the 2. In second placing, Vanquished. They were being followed by Uncle Speed. He's keeping Kablamo going. Vanquished is trying hard. Wombalano Bell is coming from late, but Kablamo goes down to the line and wins the Guineas by 3. Second in Vanquished, third Wombalano Bell. They were followed by Uncle Speed and Shenandoah. Further back in the race then, General Maximus, Ballymountain, Kalo King, Logical Lady, and the early leader Bridport has knocked up to be one of the last ones home. Number 2, Kablamo, ridden by Grant Buckley for Danny Williams. He quickly dashed to the leaders as they crested the corner for home and has put the issue beyond doubt. Number 2, Kablamo, trained by Danny Williams at Goulburn. He won here yesterday, and with one of his other members of the team, and the former amateur rider, has taken out the Guineas. 4's run second, Vanquished, ridden by Andy Bloomfield. And the third number about to come up, they've run 1:35.04. 1:35.04 is a very good time for the 3-year-olds for the mile. Number 10, Wombalano Bell, who ascended late for Glenn Collis, got third. Numbers are 2, 4 and 10. 2, 4 and 10 after the Guineas in 1:35.04.
Yeah, well, he won very easily, Kablamo, who was the best back to beat the favourite there, Vanquished, and he had him beat a fair way home. 2, 4 and 10 after the running of the Murrumbidgee Guineas, and a nice performance there by Kablamo. Grant Buckley, the winning rider, who Matt, of course, spoke to prior to the race. Now, Yarra Glen coming up, or Yarra Valley. This is race 5. C2s to 3s, 22.10 is the distance of this race. Pretty open, this race, but Gumbatty now firms right into odds on. $1.50 for Jody Quinlan. Awkward draw shouldn't stop it from being able to win this. Craig Moore 10 in race 6. Kilcoy, but is a pretty good horse, pretty promising horse too, Lighthouse Road, and it's now had 26 starts, 6 wins and 8 placings, and was a winner 2 runs back at the Sunshine Coast over the 1200. Nice run at Eagle Farm when he hung in during that last run there at Eagle Farm over the 1400, and it's at 5:30. Poetic Heights also drawn wide too. Has won its last 3 runs at Toowoomba, Ipswich, Toowoomba, and is by True Hero, and it gets a good chance. Ronnie Goltz, who rides the track so well. Treasure the Queeler, the toppy, has got a lot of class about him, and was 4th at Doomben in an open last start behind Foscat. Good run. Sammy's given a chance too, number 6. Wasn't far off the placings at Eagle Farm behind St Basil last start. And then you've got Mr Omega in the market too for Aaron Kennedy. Drawn the rails today. Should get the run of the race. And also Stormy Lodge with a big chance too. So they're the main hopes here as the runners are getting around to the start at the 1500 for the running of the Kilcoy.
Side runner, Rangers is ready. Stormy Lodge, all set. Ready, racing. Mr. Omega near the inside began well, so too did Rangers. He's Aquila, Stormy Lodge, Natazi, Outbreak, and Poetic Heights is coming down the outside. Rangers finds the lead at the line the first time. They are going hard. Poetic Heights gets to second. He's Aquila third. Mr. Omega's fourth on the inside, and Natazi went a little bit wide. Then came Stormy Lodge, Outbreakers deep. Cracker Jack's Hopes on the fence. Further back on the field, then we've got Lighthouse Road from Pitch Black. Treasure the Queelers a long way from them. Sammy is last. Up they go towards the 1,000 metres mark. Rangers the leader. Natazi's outside him. Outbreak goes to third. Poetic Heights fourth. Mr. Omega's back the fifth on the inside of Here's Aquila. Then Cracker Jack's Hope on the inside of Lighthouse Road, followed by Stormy Lodge, Sammy, Treasure the Queeler. In Pitch Black is last. Off the back 700 out. Natazi goes to the lead. Outbreak second. Rangers relegated to third. Here's Aquila starts a run from Poetic Heights. Then Cracker Jack's Hope. Lighthouse Road on the outside from Sammy, Mr. Omega, Stormy Lodge, Treasure the Queeler, and last Pitch Black. Inside the 400, it's Natazi, Outbreak, and here's Aquila, a line of three. Poetic Heights behind them. Cracker Jack's Hope coming on the outside, and so is Sammy. And then came Mr. Omega on the turn. Natazi tackled by Outbreak. Here's Aquila, and Sammy's coming deep from Mr. Omega and Stormy Lodge. They fan everywhere. Sammy and Stormy Lodge down the outside after Outbreak. Cracker Jack's Hope, Poetic Heights, they're all over the track with Sammy and Stormy Lodge. Cracker Jack's Hope, they hit it. Oh, I'll sit on this. Sammy, Cracker Jack's Hope, and Stormy Lodge out wide. A tremendous finish in the cup. Outbreaks close up. Here's Aquila, Poetic Heights, Treasure the Queeler, Rangers, Natazi, Mr. Omega, Pitch Black, and last home is Lighthouse Road. Oh, what a finish in the cup. Cracker Jack's Hope got through. Sammy and Poetic Heights, and Stormy Lodge down the extreme outside. They come to the line, and oh, look, Sammy's in the middle. Sammy, Cracker Jack's Hope, Stormy Lodge. Oh, if I had to have a go, maybe Sammy in the middle, maybe. I reckon Sammy might have beaten the one on the fence. The one I'm just not sure about is Stormy Lodge. Oh, I will sit on this. Oh, what a race. What a race. What about on the corner? There were 12 runners. There must have been 8 in line at the 100. Sammy's come up out wide. Cracker Jack's Hope got through in the middle. Stormy Lodge's dive late. And there's not much between them. Sammy, if it gets it, by Flying Tycoon, trained by Paul Jones, rider Lyle Appo. Cracker Jack's Hope is by Our Mace Gay, trained by Ron McRae, rider Jimmy Cook, and Stormy Lodge is by Our Mace Gay, trained by Kevin Kemp, rider Scott Richardson.
All right, unfortunately we'll have to leave it there as we have no other commitments on that particular line. That is 13, 34.20 the Quinella, 2,908 the trifecta of 6.4.13. Terrific finish there to the Cup, and narrow victory by a nose.
We've been going pretty well, and hopefully someone out there has made a bit of money, but this is the one we really want to get, and I don't think there's a lot of chances personally. I think there's only 3 or 4 chances.
All right, what have you narrowed it down to?
Well, I think Johnny Reb. I think his form's very good. He's got very good form at the distance. Everyone keeps telling me he won't win the race.
Majestically Scenic Boom, 6, 7 and 5 make up the top 8. We'll take a break, back with more shortly on Sky. Wagga Gold Cup. It's been a very good race over the years, and this year Chrysler Mirage will start the favourite just in front of Johnny Reb. Look at that crowd, terrific crowd there on hand to see the running of this year's Cup. They are jam-packed in there at Wagga Racecourse today. So for his call of the Cup, here he is, Alan Hull.
Thank you very much, Chris. Welcome back to Wagga Wagga. Huge crowd on hand now, and the New South Wales Tab Limited favourite is number 3, Chrysler Mirage, at $4.30. At $5.20 is number 2, Johnny Reb. At $6.80, number 1, Majestically. The gates have been closed in front, and the runners in the Gold Cup are about to be called forward. Very, very open race, I suppose, with $4.30 the favourite. The first half dozen in betting are quite compressed. You've got the favourite at $4.30, and then the fourth line's at $6. $6.80. And then out to number 10, Scenic Boom, who's at $7.60. It's a terrific crowd in here today. There've probably been more people here, but it certainly is a very, very large crowd, and they've enjoyed a great afternoon of racing. The Marketplace Class 4 saw Lucky Lad the winner. Now the field are coming up into the barrier stalls down near the inside. Norm's Bridle, placed here behind Regal Touch a couple of years ago. Majestically, the top weight's gone in. Johnny Reb taken along by Nathan Cumberland. Coming along next is going to be Scenic Boom, it would seem. Fire at Will is moving up. Benefactor about to go forward. Examine the Books behind the line with Chrysler Mirage still out, and so too Go Quillo. Bernadette Cooper, can she be the first lady rider to win a Wagga Wagga Gold Cup? Barb Joseph's trained a couple. Gay Waterhouse, of course, trained Regal Touch to win. $4.20, a last look at the board for Chrysler Mirage. Now the barrier stalls are rapidly being filled for the Cup. The first half dozen are in. Johnny Reb, Uncle Willie, Majestically, Fire at Will, Norm's Bridle are right. Benefactor's coming forward. 2,000 metres. Cup record stands to the credit here of Goodwood, one of Barbara Joseph's winners. Stormbuster goes up to join the line, and the last 3 or 4, Scenic Boom, Examine the Books, Go Quillo, and also Chrysler Mirage with Terrific Taurus. So they're making a good line. 2,000 metres for the running of the Gold Cup. Examine the Books goes up next to Scenic Boom. Stormbuster's right with Benefactor. Johnny Reb set. Majestically's there. Fire at Will and Norm's Bridle is set. Uncle Willie's found his spot in 4. Chrysler Mirage is taken up by Jim Cassidy, who won the main race yesterday on Tata Tatiana. Road to Dance links with the stalls. Go Quillo comes up. And we're nearly right. The last one will be Terrific Taurus as Go Quillo joins the line. A field of 14 to run for the $100,000 race. And Bernadette Cooper takes Terrific Taurus to the outside. They're all in. Starter, Mr. Bob Vaughan, as we welcome our relays to Wagga Wagga. The starter has turned on the blue light. He's advancing the 3 metres to the top of his rostrum. The red light is about to be turned on. The gates crash back and they're away in the Cedar Australia Wagga Wagga Gold Cup. Down near the inside, Fire at Will was one of the first to go. Uncle Willie began well, and so too. Going up quickly was Johnny Reb up towards the leaders. They were being followed then by Majestically. Caught a little deep around those in the early part, and going forward was Benefactor, and Chrysler Mirage is there as well, going up in the early stages towards the lead. Back to midfield is Road to Dance as they sweep out towards the 1600. In behind those, Norm's Bridle, who's on the inside. Terrific Taurus is coming in to be one off the fence on the outside of Stormbuster. Well back was Scenic Boom, being followed next to last by Examine the Books, and last of all as they head down the back was Go Quillo. Johnny Reb has gone quickly in front, and Johnny Reb took up the running in the Cup. He's 2.5 lengths clear. Chrysler Mirage, the favourite, dropped in onto the fence and ran second at the 1200. Racing third was Uncle Willie. They were being followed by Road to Dance, advancing around Benefactor, then Fire at Will. Terrific Taurus is 3 deep around Majestically. Further back is Norm's Bridle racing with Stormbuster, and then further back in the field, Examine the Books, who's on the outside of Scenic Boom, and last of all was Go Quillo. They're racing towards the corner at the 800, and it's Johnny Reb. Johnny Reb making every poster winner in the Cup. Led the field towards the 700 by a length and a half. Chrysler Mirage the favourite second. The pumper hasn't gone yet. Road to Dance is third on the outside, and then Uncle Willie. They were being followed by Benefactor. In behind them, Fire at Will. Majestically cluttered up between runners as they come to the turn. Examine the Books and Terrific Taurus are both making their runs as they round the corner. The leader is Johnny Reb, first into the straight. Chrysler Mirage and Road to Dance have both come quickly on the outside. Down along the inside is Uncle Willie. Chrysler Mirage out in the middle of the track is coming quickly, and over on the inside is Johnny Reb, and Road to Dance is running on. Chrysler Mirage has hit the front inside the 200. The pumper's going for all he's got. Chrysler Mirage is in front in the closing stages. Majestically is running to him late, but Chrysler Mirage won the Cup. Chrysler Mirage has won it from Majestically. Third home was Johnny Reb. They were being followed in by Road to Dance and then Stormbuster. Further back was Terrific Taurus, Benefactor, Uncle Willie, Fire at Will. They were being followed by Norm's Bridle. Well back was Scenic Boom with Examine the Books, and Go Quillo back near the tail of the field. It's the Wagga Wagga Gold Cup for Chrysler Mirage. Number 3, Chrysler Mirage, ridden by the pumper. Jay Cassidy took out the town plate yesterday on Tata Tatiana. And today he combines with Graham Rogerson to win the Wagga Wagga Gold Cup, his second. He won here on Greenback many years ago for Kerry Jordan, and he teams up with another Kiwi, Graham Rogerson, to land the money on Chrysler Mirage. Number 1 second, majestically, Glenn Collis. Number 2 third, Johnny Reb, who did all of the work up front, Nathan Cumberland. The numbers are 3, 1 and 2 in the Gold Cup. Number 3, the winner, Chrysler Mirage, raced by Graham Rogerson, RS and SD Finnemore. Mrs. CJ Taylor, G Young, MD Einfeld and Mrs. M Griffiths, by Chrysler out of Imposing, a brown gelding, a 6-year-old, trained by Graham Rogerson and ridden by Jim Cassidy. Well, they had all of the hard luck stories last year. This year, Cassidy made good luck by going forward early. He got onto the back of Johnny Reb and had a beautiful run in transit. And when he pulled out at the top of the straight, it was obvious that Chrysler Mirage was the one they had to beat. Numbers in the Cup are 3, 1, 2 and 4. Now, unfortunately, it seems that the timing has not activated. We'll have a handheld time for you.
They wheel inside the mile. Tracking devices.
Take a moment, stepped in pretty good fashion. Cordon Rouge has led them out early in the Tomo's Pizzas J. Rowe Memorial Cup. Martina H. swiftly at it. Castleton's Mission was slow to get underway. They're followed out then as in third spot by Frugal Echo. Major Decision on the outside. Pompelia going forward. Then Special Forces 4 back on the markers early from JBR. Then out wider then is Johnny the Lad. They're followed down on the inside. Sundowner Bay, Adu's Invasion, Mountain Spring. Then Golden Gold from the inside markers. Race favourite. Take a moment, 2.5 away, Castleton's Mission, and 1 under Kenny and Phil Williamson. They must have botched the early 200 metres, and they're a long last as they settle down now and race down the back with 27 or 2600 to go. The leader is Martina H, led by a length and a half on the inside. Cordon Rouge facing the breezes, Pompalier. Then 3 back on the inside, Frugal Echo, Major Decisions in the 1-1. Special Forces 4 back on the markers, JBR, Sundowner Bay, then Adu's Invasion. 2 lengths to Golden Gold, Mountain Spring, Johnny the Lad, Take a Moment, second last to the main group, and Castleton's Mission is last and about 8 or 10 back then as they swing the corner now for with 2200 to go is 1 under Kenny, but down they come and Martina H is the leader. Martina H in the Group 1 Tomo's Pizzas J. Rowe Memorial Cup is chose the way by a length and a half. On the outside moving forward now is JBR, down on the inside is Cordon Rouge. Pompalia faces a breeze, a Special Force on a forward roll, 3 out from Major Decision and Frugal Echo, who's 3 back on the inside. 1900 metres to run. They're followed Sundowner Bay. Then we've got on the outside Adu's Invasion, Golden Gold wide from Mountain Spring and Johnny the Lad. A length and a half away to the champ, Take a Moment, followed by Castleton's Mission, and 5 lengths away, 1 under Kenny. They're in the back straight, 1700 metres to go, and there's 15 or 16 over the field, and Martina H is the leader. JBR's on the leader's wheel, down on the inside, Cordon Rouge, a nice run. Pompalia the 1-1, Special Force out wider. They're followed by Frugal Echo, Major Decision, Sundowner Bay. There's Golden Gold looking to improve Adu's Invasion in the centre. Take a Moment's going with Golden Gold, is followed then by Johnny the Lad, Mountain Spring, Castleton's Mission, and 3 lengths away to 1 under Kenny. Round they come, just over 12.50 to go, and the leader now in the Group 1 event is Martina H. Special Forces looming up on the outer. They're followed down on the inside by Cordon Rouge. Golden Gold's become prominent. 31.5 first quarter, last mile. Frugal Echo's back on the inside. Take a Moment's quickly improved on the back of Golden Gold. So they come down to get the bell. 1,000 metres out. Martina H is the leader. Golden Gold, Anthony Butt giving the champ rein. And Take a Moment's out. 3 wide as they make the bend. 900 metres to go. They're followed by Cordon Rouge, Special Force, Castleton's Mission, Michael House trekking the favourite with every stride. They're followed Frugal Echo going towards the half now in 62 seconds flat. On the inside midfield is Frugal Echo, Sundowner Bay, Major Decision, then Johnny the Lad. They're followed then and behind them Mountain Spring. Pompalia was just ahead of it, and 1 under Kenny down Down the back they go. Take a moment, the leader led 3/4 Golden Gold. Castleton's Mission's 3 out. On the inside, Martina H. Special Force, a lovely 1-1 trip. There followed Cordon Rouge, then Sundowner Bay. There followed by Frugal Echo, Mountain Spring looking to improve from Major Decision under pressure. Further back then to the others who can't win, although Johnny the Lad's not that far away. Take a moment, rounding the turn in the Group 1, Tomo's Pizzas J. Rowe Memorial Cup. Take a moment by 2. Martina H. Oh, there's one's dropped his driver. That was Sundowner Bay. Martina H. has interfered with Special Force and Golden Gold broke. Martina H. to take a moment on the inside. Martina H. take a moment. Take a moment, digging deep. Martina H. take a moment, has dug deep and got it. Take a moment, a champ has beaten Martina H. Then third Cordon Rouge. We had Major Decision from 1 under Kenny Special Force. Then Frugal Echo, Adu's Invasion, followed down on the inside Johnny the Lad Mountain Spring. Then we had Golden Gold, Castleton's Mission, and a long way back to Pompelia.
Yeah, he's a champion, all right. Take a moment. He's dug deep and he's held off Martina H., who had him cold. Cordon Rouge has run third, 15, 9 and 7.
Saldivar wider out with Jake the Muzz and My Horizon. Second liners Ivy Town and out of Newton.
Kilcoy. The likes of Shandon and Salinger on Poppy Day, Saab and Talladega, the brothers. Tricky Vic last year, they're set to go. Who will be the winner? It is a magnificent field. The green light goes on. They're underway. Out very smartly, Demoralizer, trial by Jury, and Armadon got going in a heck of a hurry from wide out. He's in search of the lead. Latte was beaten out a length or so, but he'll start to gather momentum. If he doesn't overreach, he's really hitting those straps as they swing out of the straight. Armadon's 3 off the rail. He's just the leader. Latte starting to hunt up on his inside, and the pace is a cracker. A little over length to trial by Jury, dropping in now. On the inside is Win for Us, and a length to Demoralizer. Armadon finds the lead. 3 lengths away to Lobo. That Kiwi settling on the outside of Magic Albert, about 2.5. Tony the Tank, 3 lengths away to Cam's Legend. 4 lengths away to Ace of Spades. He must be 50 metres off the lead. Another length and a half to Ricky Road, who's down on the inside of All 4 Firing. They went ballistic in the early stages of the race, and Armadon, as good as he is, will want a breather now. They turn into the straight, just over 2 circuits to travel, and Brown is trying to steady the brilliant Umbro operative 3-year-old Armadon, who's led from barrier 8. A length and a half away Latte, ahead away third without cover, trial by Jury. Now the lead time 67.2. Dead set, blistering if it was fast class, never alone 3-year-olds. Now Lobo coming around the outside to the breeze. 3 back on the inside was Win for Us, and grabbing the 1-1 now, trial by Jury. Demoralizer was next, up on the outside of Magic Albert. At the head of the others, Cam's Legend, who's travelling sweetly outside Tony the Tank. A length away, Ace of Spades. He should run on powerfully after the tempo, and he's easing 3 deep as I speak. He'll be tracked into the race by All 4 Firing, and Ricky Road got back to the tail of the field. First quarter in 30.9. Well, something of a breather, but it's not a heck of a lot. At the 1,000, Armadon, about 3/4 of a length held well together. Lobo is second. Latte is third. Looming up 3 deep is Ace of Spades. Armadon is surrounded by former Kiwis. In the middle was Trial by Jury. 3 wide, All 4 Firings, travelling well against Harper. On the inside was Win for Us. Going up in the middle, Demoralizer. 3 deep is Ricky Road. Magic Albert got back to third last, and then Cam's Legend, and back at the tail of the field is Tony the Tank. That quarter in 31, the half 61.9, and now it's a packing field in the Derby. At the 600, Armadon being pressured by Lobo on the outside. He's moved with it ahead of the leader. A length off and 3 deep, Ace of Spades. He wants in on the action. Reed, he's running on well. On the inside, Latte, All 4 Firing around, trial by Jury, and then Win for Us, Demoralizer, Magic Albert, Cam's Legend. Off the back in 29.4. They race by the 250, and still Armadon just the leader. Lobo on the outside. Ace of Spades makes a line of 3. A length and a half to Latte, and then All 4 Firing. The crowd roars as they turn for home. Armadon joined by Ace of Spades. Wide around All 4 Firing. Here's Magic Albert from nowhere. Ace of Spades grabbed the lead and he won. Ace of Spades beat the fast finishing Magic Albert, who got out of the ground late. Third's close. Armadon was a huge run, really. He's in a photo with Win For Us and Lobo behind them. Close up to is All Four Firing. And then trial by jury, Cam's Legend, Tony the Tank, Latte, Demoraliser, and Ricky Road is last to finish.
Ace of Spades for Mark Reed takes out the WA Derby. $100,000 race, beating Magic Albert and Chris Lewis, and Armadon will hang on for third. We'll confirm those numbers in just a moment, but 12-5.